Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. If this is the first time, I am Lucy Nkoma, the Lucy Nkoma. Yeah, so for today we're not having a devotion. Today we are talking about things I learned during my waiting season. So for this period, I was in the waiting season. Someone will say, what is a waiting season? So the waiting season is when the Lord specifically does something or lays something on your heart. So he tells you to wait for something that he's going to deliver. And during that process or during that period is one of the toughest period, and you still have to keep the faith alive in him and trust him, and he will pull through. Yeah, so today I'm coming to share some of the things I have learned during this period, during my waiting season, because my waiting season is coming to an end. So this is what I want to share. So to begin with, I learned about God, and I'm still learning about him. So I learned about God, I learned about who he is as a person, how he operates, everything. Not everything, I said, I'm still learning. And that's the first thing I learned. What he does, how, basically who is God, what he created. I mean, the basis about God. So yes, that's what I started with. So 2, because I wanted to know about God more, he helped me study the Bible. Yeah, study the Bible in the sense that I use first, when I open, sometimes I would open my Bible once in a while to read, just to read. But even those times, it wasn't interesting. I didn't find it interesting, and it was just like me reading, maybe like just glancing through, or me reading a storybook. That's how it felt. So I'll just read it, and even the days I'll read it won't be consistent. So I'll read it Monday, the next time I open it is maybe on Saturday or the following week. But now, by the grace of God, I can say that I read my Bible consistently now. Like it's a daily something. I mean, there are days when you don't feel like, yes. There are days when I don't feel like doing this period. There are days when I didn't feel like, so I won't do it. There are days, I mean, not to say I didn't miss it, I missed. There are days when I missed. But the grace of God is sufficient for us. So yeah, but I make it as a conscious habit or a conscious effort to do it every day. No, sometimes I don't do it early in the morning, but I always make sure I do it before I sleep in the evenings. So that's way it helps me. I mean, I think now my time shifting. I was doing it in the evenings because of something, but now I think I need to be switching or changing. Yeah, so that's number 2. It made me read my Bible more. Yeah, so number 3, so because I was reading my Bible more, I was learning the rules and regulations. More like I was learning about God, what he likes, what he doesn't like, what to do, what not to do. So there are certain behaviors or certain characters, I stopped doing them. Yeah, by God's grace. So there are certain things I realized, okay, you're not supposed to do this, you're not supposed to do that. Yeah. I don't want to mention them because it will be as if, oh, I'm just criticizing. If you do, I'm criticizing you. But no, it's from what I read, like from the Bible, my walk with Jesus, that has transformed me, or that's made me stop these things. Maybe is the Holy Spirit became my friend, or is my friend. I mean, still is my friend. So it was the prompting of the Holy Spirit that helped me where to pass, what to do, what to say. Like, truly and truly, the Holy Spirit helped me. Number 4 is praise and worship is important to God. There are days when my heart is just heavy. There are days when I don't feel like reading my Bible. There are days when you're just not in the mood, or you're just not yourself, and praise and worship helped me. I mean, the fact that God is God alone, like He's God by Himself, that alone, you need to give Him praise. The fact that you sleep and you wake up alone, also you need to give Him praise. So yeah, it also helps. And God is so intentional about you and interested in you. I mean, in Jeremiah 29 talks about 29:11 talks about how God, before you were born, God knew you. So I mean, if he didn't need you, or if you weren't here for a reason, I don't think you would have been here in the first place. So yeah, God is so very much intentional. I learned it during this period, or I found out during this period, and it was just amazing. I've lost count. Last but not the least, so you need faith, patience, and obedience. So these 3 things work hand in hand. Let's take for Joseph's case. So in Joseph's case, see how when he kept dreaming, it talked about it because he believed in that dream. That's the faith over there. Let's see how when his brother shipped him to Egypt, he was patient. If he wasn't patient, or if he wasn't relying on God, I don't think I think he might, or he could have disobeyed God by having his way with Potiphar's wife, but he didn't. He kept his faith, and he was patient too, because look at the number of years he spent and being a slave, and then to the prison. So yes, you need these 3 things: faith, patience, and obedience, because there are things that God is going to lead on your heart, or there are things when God is going to tell you, and you just need to go with it and trust Him, have faith in Him. And you need the patience, because things are just going to, is it happening, is it not happening, what's happening, things are just not going to. And last but not the least, everybody or anybody, let me just put it like everybody, yes, everybody or anybody can switch. So you need to depend on Jesus. Like, let your focus be on Jesus, because I mean, when Jesus was showing you, or when Jesus was telling you what He told you, no one was there. It was just you. So you don't expect anyone to have that same faith with you. Don't blame anybody. Like, literally, let your focus be on God, because you are going to need it. Just like Joseph's case, he could have said, oh, my brothers are going to be the ones to bow down to me, so I need my brothers. So look at what they did. They sold him off. It was that same brothers, but in the end, they bowed down to him. God's promise was fulfilled. So just look up to God, the author and finisher of our faith. That faith that you need, He's going to finish. So hold on. I mean, don't blame some people or don't blame them when they switch up on you. I mean, your faith is not the same as theirs. In conclusion, and I just want to encourage anyone waiting during this period that in as much as the destination is also important, please, the process is also important, because during this process, God is going to make you unlearn, learn, turn you, correct you, rebuke you. Yes, it's a roller coaster, but it's a nice one, because there are things that I personally had to heal from. There are traumas I had to heal from, and I didn't even know I had them. And it was so nice, or it was marvelous. So please pass through. Let God help you build the patience, the faith. It's not easy, but you sail through. Yes, so this is what I learned during my period. I mean, there are so many more, but just a few things I just put together. Right, so please follow me on all social media, or on IG and TikTok. On IG and TikTok, Lucien Kuma. Yeah, and like, comment, subscribe. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Please. Love you, and as always, let the Holy Spirit lead and guide you.